Us for our parent and family engagement meeting to discuss Erin's Law. I am Faith Tripp, principal of the Chestnut Street School.
Hi, I'm Taylor Birnbaum, school psychologist.
Hi, I'm Leah Hill, school social worker.
This meeting originally took place in person on Monday, November 14th, and this is a recording of the presentation for any families who are unable to attend. Please be advised that this Thursday, students will have a push-in lesson with Mrs. Birnbaum and Ms. Hill to go over the Erin's Law lessons. Packets were sent home yesterday in your child's backpack with information that will be discussed in this meeting to help you prepare for the conversations with your children. So Erin's Law is a law that is required by New York State for all children in grades pre-K through 12 to learn about safety, body safety, and how to speak and to adults in the event that something has made them feel uncomfortable or there's a concerning action, especially with regard to physical or sexual abuse. Again, if you have your parent packet that was sent home on Monday, you can follow along with us.
So the three topics covered with the children are check first, tell people no, and tell a trusted adult. The students will learn during check first to explain the importance of checking first with an adult, give examples of when they should check first, and express how their parent or guardian would feel if they did not check first. For telling people no, they'll learn about explaining why they have a right to stand up for themselves, identify situations in which it is acceptable to tell an adult no and demonstrate how to say no with authority. And lastly, telling a trusted adult, the students will learn to describe situations they should report to an adult, identify the qualities of a trusted adult, and dial 911 in an emergency. And Ms. Birnbaum will go into more detail about these activities.
So as Ms. Hill just said, we start the lesson off by telling the children they're going to learn about three separate concepts: how to keep their bodies safe, what to do in an uncomfortable or unsafe situation, and who we can talk to if we are feeling unsafe.
You want me to go back? Sorry.
I just wanted to mention that I will take a friend is something that we do not address at this time because the children are a bit too young to be going anywhere on their own or by themselves. So the first topic is to always check first with an adult. We start off by giving the children this activity. This is Sam's story. Sam was playing in the front yard. Derek came over and asked him to go to the park, and Sam went to the park with Derek. And the point is that they have to try to figure out which part of the story was missing. We then go into different scenarios of when they should check first with their parent and when it's okay to not check first. So for example, crossing the street is an example of when they should always check first with an adult. And throwing out your snack is a situation where they do not have to check first. From there, we go into another classroom activity where we give them different scenarios and then they're encouraged to respond to check first for all the scenarios. We go over checking first before helping someone, checking first before accepting anything, and checking first before getting into a car. The children also come up with their own scenarios that they feel they should check first with a parent. This is a video. There are videos that go along with each one of the three topics, so feel free to watch these videos with your children beforehand.
Watch out, guys! Hey!
Hey, come on, man.
Oh, sorry. What are you guys doing?
Oh, nothing, just drawing.
Excuse me, kids. I'm kind of lost. Can one of you come over here and help me? I'll even give you $5.
Yes.
Please.
It's almost time for lunch, kids.
But Mom, that man needs directions.
Hey, where's my $5?
Who is that?
We don't know. He wants our help.
I hope you weren't thinking about going over there.
But isn't it nice to help people?
Adults shouldn't ask children that they don't know for help. If they do, you should check first.
Check first.
That's right. If an adult that you don't know asks you to do something or go somewhere, you should check first with the adult in charge.
Check first. That's easy to remember.
So what would you do if an adult you didn't know asked you to help find a lost puppy?
Check first.
And what would you do if an adult you didn't know offered you $5 to keep a secret?
Check first.
Or if an adult you didn't know offered you a ride to school?
Check first. Check first. Check first.
That's right. Good job. Now let's all go inside and check on lunch.
Yes. Woohoo! I hope it's ham and cheese. I'm hungry.
So that's just one example of one of the videos that the children will be exposed to during the lessons. Again, all of the video links are attached at the end of this presentation, which is also found on the Chestnut Street website under Parent Resources. Moving ahead, one of the big ideas that comes out of this entire Erin's Law lesson and program is the idea of rethinking stranger danger. So many of us as parents or guardians have always taught our children stranger danger, not to speak to anyone that is a stranger to them. However, that's not exactly the best language to use, as police officers, firefighters, and even the doctor could be considered a stranger to your child. Many adults that your child will encounter who are good, trusted adults are also strangers to them. So we're trying to think about different language that we can use that is more appropriate than stranger danger to, again, help children identify and understand who a trusted adult is. We want you parents and guardians to know that we will be using the language trusted adult, and we do suggest that this language is adopted in your homes as well in place of the words stranger danger.
The next topic is when to say no. So we start off by discussing when it is okay to say no to an adult. Besides for giving them different scenarios and watching the video, we also give them this specific classroom activity. You'll see numbers 1 and 4 are situations where it is okay to say no if they want, but situations where they do not have to say no to an adult. And situations 2 and 3 are situations where they absolutely should be saying no to an adult. These are just some parent resources and different language that you can use when speaking with your children about safety scenarios. So don't say never talk to strangers. As Ms. Tripp was saying, it gives the connotation that strangers are dangerous. And we want to make sure that if they are in a situation where they need help, they can look for a uniformed police officer, a store clerk with a name tag, or a parent with a child that they may not know.
And in your packet that was sent home, there are multiple safety scenario examples for you to go over with your child. These are just a few examples.
This is a slogan that we tell the kids: no, go, yell, tell, if they ever find themselves in an unsafe situation.
The next topic that we speak about is telling a trusted adult. On the presentation, you see the outline of a body, and this is an activity we do in the classroom. We have the children think about someone you know who may be a trusted adult, where they're able to identify qualities such as someone who they think is kind, caring, or nice. And then on this slide, we see what a trusted adult is. So trusted adults are people whose words and actions make you feel safe. And trusted adults act this way both online and offline. So we speak to the children about trusted adults listening when you have a problem or question, help you, make you feel safe, and respect your body and personal space. And then on this slide, we have an activity for home that the parents or guardians can do with the children, and they're able to draw a picture of a trusted adult and identify qualities of why they think that person is a trusted adult.
So we do suggest that you do complete this activity. It is in the packet that was shared, and possibly put this on your refrigerator as a reminder for yourselves about that language trusted adult, and as a visual reminder for your child. we want you to continue these conversations at home. So the idea of this entire presentation for you is to give you that language that we're going to introduce in school, but ultimately the purpose is for you to continue this conversation at home with your child for the rest of their lives. This is something that you want to bring up with your child frequently, check in with them, and make sure that they understand and are comfortable sharing information with you. So while we do introduce it in the classrooms, we are introducing it with the intention that you will continue this conversation. And this is a perfect opportunity with this activity for you to start that conversation and put it in some place that is on display in your home.
So this is a coloring book activity. All of the children will receive this coloring book in their folders the day that they do experience the push-in lesson. And it really focuses on safe and unsafe touch, safe and unsafe secrets, and what to do in an uncomfortable situation. This is the language that we use when explaining private parts. Private parts are a part of your body that are covered by a bathing suit. And then in addition, we go into the difference between a good secret and a bad secret.
And then lastly, internet safety. We don't really dive into it too much at the kindergarten level, but I am the school social worker at Cornwall Avenue as well, which is grades 1 through 3. And there we talk more about what you do if you see something that makes you uncomfortable online, when it is okay or not okay to share personal information such as your address or email address or your age, and what you should do if someone asks you to meet face to face, and why should we use good manners online.
So while we do understand that the kindergarten students may not have full access to internet or devices, they do play games such as Roblox and other games where they are communicating and connecting with people that they may not know. And that kind of connection begins at a very young age for some of our students. So please be advised that internet safety is a huge part of Erin's Law in keeping your child safe. These are links to all the resources that are in the packet that we sent home, but if you would like more access, these are the links that you should check out. This is what we share with your children, as well as documents for you to assist you with having these conversations, and they are available in English and Spanish. And these are the links to all of the videos that your child will be viewing as part of their lessons. We thank you so much for taking the time to review this video today. And if you have any further questions, you can reach out to myself, Mrs. Tripp. You can reach out to Mrs. Birnbaum or Miss Hill to have a further conversation. Thank you.